Hey people, this is my tips on what you should be doing on Elden Ring. Now, the first one is right here. Let it load. So it'll either say, welcome to online of Elden Ring, or it will ask you if you want to sign up for online. Now it's alright if you don't want to sign up for Elden Ring online, that's completely cool. I'm gonna go back to the Church of Ella. The first thing is, if you're a new player, you want to skip all these guys, and if you haven't already, you should go down here to that next grace. This is a grace for nobody who'd picked the first one up. So if you rest here, there should be an okay, sorry, not an option. You should get dialogue at the very beginning, saying how you're maidenless, and this girl called Melina will come up and give you this steed. Then when you get the steed, I would suggest... Oh, let me get rid of that first. I would suggest going back to the Church of Ella. And then Rennie would be here. Rennie is a big blue girl who's like a witch or maid or something, I don't know. I'm not too big on the lore of Elden Ring, so you can go all the way around here, which is known as Caelid. You can go all the way around, but if you go on this path, okay, sorry, let me go a bit slower for you guys. I'm just worried about the time. So if you go on the path around here, so somewhere here, I think it is, or somewhere around here, there's a load of monsters and things walking by, so you can dodge them with the steed, because the steed's pretty fast. You go around. If you want to, you can only get these sites of grace. You can walk all the way around. Oh, sorry, go back up here. Walk all the way around to here, across this bridge. But now around here is a massive dragon, and you don't want to fight it because it's gonna kill you in like a couple hits. So there are these guys that give 1,000 up here, and the weapon I'm holding is really good too, so I'm gonna get to talking to you all about the weapon that I have on. So boom, boom, there we go, 1,094. Now later on in the game you can get all this, but that is the gold scarab talisman, and the gold scarab talisman lets you get a bit more runes each time. And if I've got one second here, that's another one, but I'll get to in a minute. So around here should be something called a gold pickled fowl foot, And that pretty much does the same type of thing as the Scarab Talisman. See, look, 1,300. Yeah, sometimes it, yeah, 1,300. So it's good to come and start killing these guys early game. Is what people call farming. So if you're farming basically means, you know, you go around and kill the same enemies over and over. These guys also drop rather good stuff, like good weapons and good armor, because sometimes they can drop the weapons and the armor that can let you take more, like, strike damage, as you can see, which is the second one down. You take more physical damage. And then some of these other magical ones can let you take different types of damage. And then, like, these two here give you something called poise. Now, poise is basically, oh yeah, go for these two, the little skulls, and they give you ways to get more money, pretty much. Or, as they're called, runes. Anyway, yeah, poise is basically going to let you wait a bit longer until you can actually start taking serious damage from enemies, but you have to have it quite high for it to practically work. Now, if you're at the part of the game that I am, most of the harder enemies are like either easily one-shot or two-shot, depending on what weapon you have. I also have the weapon, the Knight of Sword and the Sword of Night and Flame. Sorry, the Sword of Night and Flame is going to cast like a magical energy beam, and it's going to cast fire at the same time. For most of them, you use either the front two buttons at the back or the back two buttons at the back, so that on any type of controller is L1, R1, R2, L2, right? Some of these guys you also have to sneak behind. A real sort of good way to know if they're looking at you or not, if any enemy is looking at you with like a big long weapon, it's good to know which way the weapon's facing. If you can't see the weapon up front, up close, then that's alright, because they won't see you. And you'll even be able to see me a couple times sneak up right beside the enemy, like literally right up beside, and they won't even notice you're there. Let's see if I can get it with this guy. Yeah, look. He only noticed me then because I was sort of in his line of sight. So if you walk any bit past their normal line of sight, they will see you. And the ones with either the hooks or the chain, okay, the ones with the hook I mean, the ones with them long weapons. Let me see if I have one. The ones with these, and I think the ones with them are really scary. Because they can literally jump up around and past you. Next is here at the Third Church of America. The Third Church of America has this, the Flask of Wondrous Physic. As you can see, so if you're at either the first step or the Church of Ella, you can walk around that way, walk around here, and then you're there. But be wary of this minor Erd tree, because you've got massive bears, which they can do more damage to you than you can to them. But if you don't want to deal with going up and killing all these guys because they're rather strong up here, you can go down here from where you had this spot here, the smouldering wall. So if you go down and around to Caled Highway South, around here, down this path, there will be a fight right about here with these demon dog looking things and these, like, I think they're undead knights. I'm not 100%, but if you look, sometimes they will get stuck on these little bits here, but the big dog dinosaur looking things, they drop 300 and the knights drop about 100. So as you can see, it's just good to literally sit here behind this rock and like 90% of the time they won't notice you. And if you really want to, if you've got a load of them, you can spawn one of them in, which is called a Ash of... No, not an Ash of War, sorry. Which is called a Spirit Ash. The Spirit Ashes are dead useful, especially the one that I just deployed right here. Look, with the Mimic Tear. The Mimic Tear can be as powerful as you are. So if you're like in the middle or near to the end of the game, the Mimic Tear can literally be fucking broken, because he can even use healing magic on himself or herself, depending on if you've either become a boy or a girl in the game. R3, which is the button that you use to look around. R3 is actually a really good button, because it lets you lock onto at least one enemy. Okay, so also locking onto an enemy is really good. This is without me locking on, and this is with me locking on. I mean, I know I'm not hitting very well or very precise, but you get what I mean. Well, I hope. Also, real quick, please, people, if you're not enjoying my content, do tell what I should do better, what I'm doing wrong, because a load of you just don't seem to like what I do, like what I make, and I'm confused, really. Look, 15,000
to level up once, and I found out that the max level to cap at is like 376 or something. And then you have the War Dead Catacombs, just like with where we were just a second ago, or wrong thing. Yeah, just like here with the Impassable Great Bridge in Cade, more like down. The War Dead Catacombs is another sort of good place to go, because all you need to do really is go here, turn, and run back. You can sit by the grey site and just watch as enemy health bars over there drop and die.
Oh, shit. I had my headphones out. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure you would have need to have beaten Radon first. If you don't beat Radon, you're fucked. You can't really go there, but to be fully honest, I don't think it matters. Next, if you go back to the Church of Ella, or you got this one at Gatefront. So if you go from Gatefront, you can ride up past the horse, because in Stormgate there is a massive enemy. I don't know what it is. It's just waiting to drop down on you. I'll show you all. There he is. He's gonna drop down and kill you. So both using the horse and then running with it, you don't have to worry about any of these guys at all. These guys cannot do anything to you. And here is where you get your first golden seed in the game. Golden seeds can pretty much be good for these potions. You don't have to worry about these wolves either. You can quickly hop off your steed, get this site of grace. You'll have to wait for it to say grace discovered, and then you can click on, and then you go up here. Now I would suggest sneaking around the back, especially if you are very well prepared, because there will be archers and there will be guys waiting to kill you. So just sneakily come up behind this guy. And there we go. Sometimes they do drop armor, but it mostly only depends on if you either have the thief build, or if you only have the thief character, or you have the silver pickled foulfoot, which is these. They boost the amount of items you can get from killing a certain amount of enemies. So say if I went back over to Kaled and went to the inner away I don't fucking know. Yeah, so if you went back here, there would be all these knights, and one of them, right here, which is the very first one that you'll find, will have that weapon. That is one of the best holy weapons you can get in the game. Also, watch out for this massive river. That's called Skull Rot. Skull Rot is absolutely terrifying. Because just like poison, it can kill you slowly. So it may take you a couple tries to get that weapon from that one knight, but you'll do it eventually. So going back here, if you've leveled yourself up enough, you can go in to this misty door, which I've already defeated this guy. He's the first boss of the game. If you come up to it for the first time, you're gonna have the summoning pool statue here. That doesn't really do anything if you don't have everything to summon someone. But you'll come through, and there'd be a cutscene that starts where he'd be like up there, and he'd jump down over there, and you'll have a big massive fight. You can actually accidentally roll off over here. The boss won't, whatever you spawn in won't, but you and any other person will fall down the sides. And then going up here, oh, the hellbird, cool. But yeah, if you go up here, you see that the gate is locked, right? So you'll either want to go that way, which I'd say that way's a bit tougher, depending on what like level you are. But this could be one of the easier ways. I haven't been around here just yet, but who knows? It could be. Okay, yeah, I guess it is one of the easier ways. So I'm going to explore this way right now to see how good this way actually is compared to the way of going up there. Because going up there is actually like an absolutely terrible idea, but it now actually seems like going all the way up there is necessary, I feel, because there is one guy that's like a knight, and the knight is an absolute bastard to kill. I'm telling you now, he's an absolute bastard. Don't drop off there. So I would suggest not fighting that knight, which he is guarding a key from you. So you have to quickly run in, get past him, take the key and run. And the key leads to your escape out of the castle. So, you know. Oh well. I can go to my last grace. or I just get put there, I guess. And then I can carry on. The grease item that I just picked up is good as well, depending on what grease it is. For example, Holy Lightning Holy Lightning, Sleep, Frost, Scarlet Rot, Blood, are all really good. What blood buildup can do is the more you have on blood buildup, with the enemies that can bleed, blood weapons would do way much more than normal weapons. But if they're like a ghost, or they're dead, or they're like a rock monster, blood won't do anything to them. So you'll have to watch what you're fighting with what weapon. Of course, fire just like damages enemies. It doesn't really do anything cool in particular. And yeah. Next, I'm going to show you an easy early game weapon you can grab. The smithing stones are good too. The smithing stones can level your weapon up. Okay, cheekily go down here. So sometimes these messages can either be really good or really stupid, because according to people online, other players don't want to see you win. Yeah, other players hate seeing others win, so they will not give you a chance to try and win. Also, loads of these dead bodies hold items, so that's good too. Also, the messages are only online if you see them scattered about. If they're like nicely, neatly placed, then a character or an NPC placed them there and they want you to read the notes. Also, that hook claw is good. The hook claw is a bleed weapon of 60. Again, as you remember me saying, bleed weapons are good. Bleed weapons are extremely strong. Next, I want to talk about shields. Shields can protect you from most things in the game, but one thing they cannot protect you from is enemies rushing straight towards you. Because if you got enemies rushing straight towards you, oh yeah, that's the night, by the way. Yeah, if you got enemies rushing straight towards you, That's not good, cause yeah, they can fucking whoop you. I don't really know how else to say it. Then that key that you got from up there from dodging that night leads you into here, up this ladder. And then you're going to be way higher up soon in the castle. Of course, not just yet. And there will be there will be enemies around trying to kill you. So it would be better to come in here as much of a higher level as possible than as much of a lower level as possible. Or lower level, I mean. If you want to grab all these different items here and there, you can do that. I don't think most of the items really do anything. But like mushrooms and berries and stuff can usually be good. Yeah, if you see those knights in the grey armor suit, they're a bitch to fight. And then you'll come up here. You can either go two ways. You can go in here and make your way through that, or you can sneakily go up here. Now, in my playthrough, I'd never known that this was here. Honestly. Also, this blasphemous blade weapon can heal you any time you kill something. So, it may look a bit tricky, it may look a bit scary, but you can start jumping off and up and all around here. You can jump down here and it won't take any of your health off, and you can either go up here or you can go up there. Up there is a load of like owls or whatever they are, and there will be another talisman up there. So that's cool if you want to grab that. And then you come down here. I know all of you, this may look a little scary to you, but I mean, come on, you gotta trust me. Make your way up and around here. Them knights with the shields are more scarier, because for one they can do that, for two they can do that, and for three they can block almost any single one of your attacks and barely take any damage while you attack them. Also, keep all the armor sets you get, because some of them could be extremely rare, and you don't want to be like a little certain someone who's telling you all this. Yeah. So dodge that. Come down here. Again, there'll be two ways. There's a monster there. There's something that you can grab from that statue there. Again, you got two ways to go. Down and in here, which has another grey site. Yeah, and some of the doors in this game will only open from one side. Also, if you did go the other route back inside the castle, be wary of those same hawks with the barrels on their claws. Because if they have the barrels on their claws, that's terrifying. Because they can literally throw them at you, and they can kill you straight up sometimes. Or if not, they can explode and knock you back, and then eventually you die. So again, there are two ways to go here. You can either go in here and grab a couple more items, which I already did, or you can go up here, going around the corner, dodging these lot completely. There are actually two separate ways of how to get monsters and enemies away from you. One, of course, is going to the grey sites, and two is going to system, going all the way to quit game, quit out the game, come back, and then they won't come and try and attack you anymore. And then here is the second boss of the game. And we'll get to more of this if you guys really do enjoy it. The second boss of the game is terribly easier than the first, surprisingly enough. Also, if you were to go around and down in the castle, there's another guy that can teach you spells. And then, of course, you come through here, down here. Also, if you have a type of shield, any type of shield, keep your shield up, because having a shield up is better than having no shield. Also, look, yeah, that's another good thing that I did. So, if you're rolling like that, that's not a good roll. But if you're rolling like that, that's a perfect roll. Because look at my equipment load, it's 54.4. And then with Erdtree Great Shield, it's 64.9. You can go with shields that are lighter and not heavier. And you can go around and swap the armor here and there. It's only... I mean, you're only going to be rolling so slow. Say if you've got like 40 equipment load and you're, say, 20... At the time you pick something good but heavy up, if it gives you possibly 10 more equipment load or something, then you're fucked until you can level up again. So here's this next guy who can also teach you magic and skills and whatnot. Sometimes the magic and the skills in the game can be good for what type of certain character you're running. Most people like doing like mages or sorcery or health or blood or just something like that. And then you're here in Limgrave. Limgrave is where you can actually find the Sword of Night and Flame. Back when I got this Sword of Night and Flame, people were raving about it, saying it was one of the best weapons. But now, everybody and their fucking mom hates the weapon because of how badly they nerfed it. I mean, because of how bad Squaresoft Enix nerfed it. So yeah, poor old Sword of Night and Flame, nobody mostly enjoys using you anymore. Okay, what time? Okay, 40 minutes in. And then you have these. Watch me absolutely demolish this enemy. Or boss, or whatever you fuck you want to call it. Boom. Hey, yo, nah, bro. Nah, I can heal. Easy clap, bitch. Easy fucking clap. Flame of the Fell God. And then after a while, it would go back to this screen and then load you back out again. Just like that. And then, if you go over here to here, if you've got it, if not, you go back over to gate front, you go down here, around the path. On here, there's a guy on a horse. You won't want to fight him, so you can run straight past. Sorry, around here was the big like giant enemies that are pulling a long cart with a chest inside, so you can kill them and grab that. And then you can make it all the way up here on this path to the lake south. So in the lake south, you turn, get on your horse, and you go this way. So again, stupidly, like the idiot I am, I got rid of this weapon, but I know this weapon could have helped me so much in my game. So you have this guy. Of course it's not purple because I already defeated him. I already defeated him, so of course I cannot get that weapon back. But I've got better weapons, so that shouldn't bother me, and it technically doesn't. So. And then one last thing I wanted to tell you all, show you all, is if you come over here to the bottom of Limgrave, you'll be in the Weeping Peninsula, and the Weeping Peninsula is home. Okay, that's the oak tree, I burnt it. This Weeping Peninsula is home to an Erd Tree boss. And this specific Erd Tree boss, if you went back over to the Third Church of America, this specific Erd Tree boss can drop something for the Wondrous Physic. So you go up here. We'll have to kill these guys because they will get in your way and keep killing you. So I already defeated them, of course. So So here, if you see this grey one, it significantly negates damage received. So that put a little bubble around your character after drinking the Wanderer's Physic. You will have enough time to drink it, so you don't need to worry about that. And yeah, that is, I think, it. Yeah, you can also have arrows, normal ones, poison ones, sleep ones, scarlet rot ones, bleed ones. Also, some of these weapons are good, some of these weapons are alright. Also, you have a sleep sword, which most enemies in the game aren't affected by sleep. Most of these weapons are just here, is what I think. Actually, no, 1 second. That is not all of what I wanted to talk about. What was it? Okay, yeah, you go to the Volcano Manor. And after finishing Volcano Manor's quest, you will get teleported. Not here. It was one of these. Fuck. Ah! It was one of these guys. Seriously, I'm being honest. It was one of these. No, it was one. Yeah, you'll get teleported to whichever one of these it was. And there'd be a serpent-like guy. And the serpent-like guy is fucking difficult to kill. Y'all don't know how many times I was sitting on my arse trying to kill this guy to get this blasphemous weapon. It took me so fucking long. I'm telling you guys, I literally am, right? I don't know, I think it was over here, maybe. I have no clue. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say with this one. Also, if you see them near you, keep away from them, or you just see them out, keep away from them, because they are Iron Maidens. When they piss me off. Iron Maidens are the worst normal enemies in the game. I swear to God. And that's it. So I hope you all have enjoyed this. Again, if you guys think I think I'm doing something wrong with my channel, think I'm saying something wrong, or not doing what you guys want to see, or playing what you guys want to see me play, tell me, you know. I don't mind listening to the comments, telling me what they want to see, what they want to see me play, or what they want to know about a certain game. Yes, even if you have to be harsh, still tell me, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.